Hey, Memphis Mafia kid. I'm back. Where did we leave off? The Palm Springs story, the second part. I think we left off, if I'm not mistaken, we were getting ready to go shopping. And just to back up on it just a little bit, like I said, Elvis had given Mama $500 to take us shopping, and her and Pam Smith, Steve Smith's wife at the time, they took us to the town, and we went to a toy store. And I know me and Rory bought remote control boats, and I'm not sure exactly what Lisa and Laura got, but they got a bunch of stuff. We got remote control boats and just other boy whatnots. The reason I remember the boats so well is because we couldn't wait. We got back and to put them in the pool and play with them, but I'll get to that in a minute. And then too, we stopped for Slurpees during that time. I don't know, a lot of you may remember, but 7-Eleven had Slurpees, and we all loved them, especially Lisa. She loved Slurpees. So we got us a big Slurpee and candy, and believe me, we spent the money well, but and got everything that we possibly wanted. But when we got back, another cute part of the story was the like I said, Elvis and Daddy and the guys had gone to another part of California to look at motorcycles, and we got back. Mama had the house key, but she didn't have the gate key. So we're trying to figure out, the gate's locked. We're trying to figure out how to get in. The only thing Mama could think of was climbing over it. And let me tell you, that was a sight. But she did it. She climbed the gate, slid over to the other side, unlocked the door, and then opened the gate for us to get back in. And like I said, from there, I told you earlier about the swimming pool. We had our remote control boats, and we run them all over the pool. Ended up crashing them and bomb diving them with our bodies till we basically just tore them up. I guess somewhat, maybe we were spoiled kids, but hey, we were having a blast. We didn't care. Another time during this same time was, I woke up one night, never will forget it, and I was hungry. So I mean, I knew where the kitchen. Imagine that, me being hungry, but I knew where the kitchen was. So I said, well, I'll go and get something to eat. Mom, Dad, everybody's asleep, So I'm coming down the hall from the bedrooms, and then you come in through, and it was you come in through to the living room, and then the kitchen was on the other side. And I get about halfway through the living room, and it's like wham, and it hits me. I'm like, oh. Well, I'll be honest with you, I was 13, but in my mind I said, oh shit, that's Elvis on the couch. And I'm like, so I'm easing, like trying not to bother him, and he says, hey, come here. I said, he says, you want a piece of pizza? I said, okay, yeah, sure. He said, sit down. We sat down, and he was sitting there watching TV, and he asked me, was I having a good time, and told him, hey, I'm having a blast and enjoying it. And he's like, well, that's, he's like, good, I'm glad. And he's like, well, I'm gonna turn in, and I'll see you tomorrow. And I said, oh, okay. And he gets up and he leaves, and I'm sitting there kind of still phased and stunned, and make my way to the kitchen to get my midnight snack, if you want to call it, and have a good time. And I know I've got to go here because I know the question's going to come up. What was Elvis watching on TV? And my answer is going to be, I mean, probably not, I don't know, maybe for y'all, but for me, you're sitting on the couch, and yeah, Elvis Presley was family and my cousin, but you're sitting on the couch eating pizza and talking to Elvis Presley. You didn't give a damn or pay no attention on what was on TV. So somebody gets ready to ask that question, I'm just giving you an honest truth answer. From there, though, we like I said, we loved it. We had the hot tub. Like I told you, we had the slot machine. We loved to get in the hot tub and get real hot, and then jump out and get in the pool, and especially at night, because in the desert, the days are really, really hot and the nights are cool. And it was just a fantastic trip. I wanted to stay on and on and on. Well, of course the time come, and Elvis is wanting to stay, and Mama's like, well, you know, we got to go. We got to get back. We got to go back. Y'all got to go to school. And I'm thinking, this woman's crazy. I'm thinking, school? I'm out here, in my exact words, my mom will tell you, I'm out here living like a king, and you're worried about school. Who cares about school? I can do school anytime. But Mama rules. So we ended up, we actually drove back to get back to some of the story, and I know I jumped around. I apologize. Elvis bought motorcycles for a lot of the guys, and he had bought Daddy one. And a lot of you've probably seen it, him and Mama on the blue Harley Sportster. But anyway, Daddy didn't want to have his ship back. He wanted to drive back, and we were, like I said, we were going to leave ahead of them anyway. So we actually rented a U-Haul trailer, and me and Mom and Daddy drove from Palm Springs back to Memphis. Like I said, one of my favorite trips. I hope that you've enjoyed the story. We're going to try to have more coming. Got several things we're working on. Thank you for watching the videos and subscribing. And until then, remember, we always live Elvis.